We're just back from spring break and we were able to take a couple of days off, Russ and I, and we took Ashley to North Carolina to go look at some colleges down there. I still can't believe we're at that point in parenting. I still feel like we just had her yesterday, but it's actually the first time that just the three of us went on a trip since Kaylee was born. We had friends that had planned this trip with their daughter, and we decided to totally crash their trip and go down with them. It was last minute, but we had such a great time. And I feel so blessed that we could afford to take these last minute trips and big vacations every year. We both do have really good jobs, but even when I was trucking my coupon binder to the grocery store every week, we were still able to take trips like this. And it's because we were really clear and aligned on how we were spending our money. And that brings us to today's quote. You don't have to make more money. You just have to make better choices with the money you already have, by Rachel Cruze.
Welcome to Mom Wife Career Life's weekly empowering episode of Monday's Motivational Mindset. And you know what that means. It's time to kickstart your week with a boost of inspiration, positivity, and a full lot of motivation. Working moms, I get it. Mondays can be tough. We all know that. But they're also a chance for a fresh start, a new opportunity, and the perfect day to set the tone for a successful week ahead. I'm Carrie Pat, your host and fellow working mom. Every week, I'll be sharing a motivational quote and we'll break it down, share stories, and uncover the wisdom it holds for our unique journey as working moms. So whether you're getting ready for work, making those school lunches, or just enjoying a quiet moment alone, let's dive into this week's dose of motivation. Let's make this Monday count.
This week's quote is by Rachel Cruze. You don't have to make more money, you just have to make better choices with the money you already have. I feel so blessed that I have always been very money conscious. I didn't grow up with a lot of money, but honestly, I never felt like we didn't have money. It wasn't till I was an adult where my parents told me we almost lost our house because they couldn't afford to pay the mortgage. And I guess they instilled money consciousness with me, and I just brought that into adult life, especially when I knew that Russ and I were going to be together forever. And he was graduating with over $120,000 in student loans, and we had to somehow pay that off while still building the life we both wanted. So I feel very blessed that we went through that because I still carried that money mindset into today. And I really want to say, as moms, especially ambitious ones like you all, juggling all the things, there's this constant pressure to do more, to earn more, to hustle harder. But sometimes the freedom we're really craving, especially as we head into summer, isn't on the other side of a bigger paycheck. It's on the other side of better decisions. Making more money absolutely isn't a bad thing. I want to be clear with that. I am all for mamas going after raises, getting the side hustle going, building that business or whatever it is that lights you up. But what if I told you that freedom doesn't start there? Freedom often begins with the tiny, unsexy decisions like canceling a subscription you don't use, planning your meals before you grocery shop, calling your phone company, and negotiating your bill. That's not glamorous, but it's so impactful. Because that's ownership. That's you deciding what your money does instead of wondering where it went. And I wanted to talk about it this week because summer is coming up. Thank God. And with it comes all the fun things like the beach trips, the ice cream shops, the vacations, amusement park. But let's be honest, that fun all comes with a price tag. So what if instead of stressing about how to make more money for all those summer extras, you got creative and intentional with what's already in your account? In tomorrow's episode, I'm sharing 20 real-life doable ways to save money in the next few weeks so that when summer hits, you got more wiggle room, more freedom, and less guilt about saying yes to all that fun stuff. And spoiler alert, you don't have to sell a kidney or give up that iced coffee habit unless you want to. Totally not judging here. But here's the mindset shift I want you to walk away with today. It's not about having more. It's about managing what you already have with more intention. And that's what we're all about on this show, living life with intention. You're already resourceful, you're already smart, and you're fully capable of making those choices that really giving you that breathing room without burning yourself out, trying to earn extra cash just to keep up. So my challenge for you this week, mamas, is to choose one intentional money move to make this week. That's it, just one. And here's a few that you could pick from. Cancel that one unused subscription, meal plan all your dinners this week. Maybe pause a gym or streaming membership for the next 2 months, especially if you're not using it. Sell 3 things on Facebook Marketplace. Or set up an automatic transfer of maybe $20 a week into a summer fund savings account or more if you could afford it. You'd really be surprised, but you might not even miss the money in your account. And you can even set up your paycheck to get direct deposited into multiple accounts. I do that, and I have a flat amount going to a savings account every month that we don't even look at. We pretend that money isn't there. I highly recommend it if you can afford to do so. But whatever you choose, make sure it feels doable and aligned with your values and aligned with your partner. Make sure you're communicating. This is absolutely a joint effort. And I want to hear what you're doing this week so I can help keep you accountable, and maybe you can help inspire other mamas just like you. So head on over to our Facebook group, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms, and tell us all what you picked. You've got this, mamas. Small choices can lead to seriously big impact. You don't have to overhaul your whole life. You just have to start. And don't forget to come back tomorrow for a jam-packed episode with 20 simple, creative ways to save money that'll help you feel lighter and more prepared as we head into the summer months. I know I can't wait. Let's make room for joy without financial stress. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Carrie Pat. Before you go, if you found this podcast helpful, I would be so grateful if you would take a minute, go on over to iTunes and leave me a review. If you have other stressed out mamas in your life that you feel this podcast could help, take a screenshot of this episode, post it on your Instagram stories and tag me, and let them know that they are not alone and they can create balance in their life too. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover or you just want to connect, DM me on Instagram at mom.wife.career.life or come on over and hang out in our free Facebook community, Work-Life Balance for Working Moms. Sending you so much love and light until next time on Mom Wife Career Life with Carrie Pat.